matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
The defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw at every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Back to pass, it's Ward. Looking down the middle. And it's incomplete on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Rice's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to get to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. So you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And the Owls come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Witherspoon. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the hole in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Slithers into space. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
To the air, it's McMillan. With the catch, it's Clements. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. They're looking to pass in the red zone. Gets it at the pass. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. back to pass. They score from the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to run by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to beat the DT. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the outside. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Wildcats with the 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Motion from the wideout. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To throw, it's Ward. Got it in the middle, it's Hodges. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ready, fight.
And the Wildcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Got it.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Wants to throw it. Under fire.
Wow. Get your hands up.
Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns.
That's good.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Pressure coming.
That's it.
On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
Not in there.
Not much on that return, but I
Yeah.
think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Easy.
Back to throw, it's Ward. Lets it fly deep
Yeah.
downfield. From the end zone, it's picked up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Now, you throw at him at your own risk. Like, you want to direct the football in the air towards him, he makes plays consistently. That's number 9 on the season. 9 INTs. This dude's making plays.
The short hand. It's Wiggins. And they'll spot it at the 35. That's good enough for a first down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's set. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They march to the red zone, and here they go. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Military stun! Military stun!
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell.
He's good.
After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You just swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Takes a hit as he fired. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Price takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. On a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Clements. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the option. Now the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long.
Set ready!
Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets some play at the 37-yard line. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He makes the fair catch and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Kentucky has it back and the big blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Takes it on the return. He only needs a swivel to line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Going right to work up top. Hauls it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw. It's McMillan. Looking for his man. Snagged in the middle. It's Clements. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Clements. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. They go to the draw. Shakes off the defender. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Rice rushes to the line. The play action fake. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That play had 6 written all over it, but he drops it in the end zone. Bad break for the offense.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's good in. It's too.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up the 1st. And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after...
How's that?
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Scanning the field, it's Ward. Makes the grab. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice move to keep running.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Glover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to escape and get it himself. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be...
Oh, he's got some space. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Clock winding towards zero. They'll get one more snap off.
Jackrabbit.
They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5.
Ooh.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to throw, it's McMillan. Right down the middle.
What's the
And it
ball?
goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. That's caught. It's Witherspoon. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counter punch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but now getting the football. Picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season. Consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Pocket breaking down. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Owls headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Good.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Got him out to the right. The tag. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. To the air, it's McMillan.
Okay.
Fires left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And that's a long way to throw the football. When you throw that comeback, it's all the way out wide. Nice job by the corner seeing it. The receiver looks like he's running a vertical route, but then sets it down. He stays right there with him, breaks on the football, and swats it down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing that he can do all things in the football field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The option look. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They'll move the wide receiver. Got a man. It's done. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it
It's
out,
different.
trying
I don't
to
know what that
dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
It's not square.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They believe they can run right here. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Out of the gun, the running back out. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. And the Wildcats are flying down the field.
Out, 55, weak.
The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its way. That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Jackrabbit.
Looking for a man. It's Ward. Snagged out of the air. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
To the ground, goes back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lasso.
Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll be stopped short in the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when you catch a big fella.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's second and long. see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Running back searching for a hole. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. That's 3 touchdowns. And he got him corralled at 9 until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming. Right? So they're going to be loaded.
The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Oh, the kicker's on the run. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a 2-point conversion there. On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field. You get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle and short. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pick up, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Outside the pocket, let's go. With the catch, it's set. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Now the play fake. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Here's the handoff. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Here comes the option. They'll give it to the back. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's McMillan. That's got it. Into the end zone for a touchdown. He'll ratchet up the pressure late in this game.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20.
42 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the